that happen next, which is, of course, Zotac 269 taking on BKT for the second time for tonight, with Zotac 269 having a one-game advantage.
Hey, look, the bands are exactly the same.
Not surprising. What can I say? Not surprising. It's just the general trend of things and how the GPL teams really like to approach things. I think it's okay for Zotac 269 to do that because, I mean, they did win the previous one, so if that works out, they don't need to change it. But BKT, I would have expected them to maybe change up some of the stuff here, maybe take out the Zac off the equation, or even taking out the Azir as well. But looks like they're not too concerned. They're going to try to challenge this team composition again with something that's seemingly what they drafted in game number 1 as well.
Okay, I'm going to make a guess here. G4 is not going to be the one playing Lissandra.
Okay, that could be the case. But you're just giving away so many of the pieces of the puzzle over to Zotac 269, you know, instantly locking in the Graves, instantly locking in the Thresh, and now taking a few seconds to ponder, but having that Zac once again. So
they're gonna go for Corki and let's see, maybe the Vi or the Lee Sin in the jungle. I prefer the Vi here. Lock in the Vi.
We'll see if 777X does change things up. They really do need a change this time around too.
We go for Ezreal. I'm thinking of what other AD carry Lloyd actually plays well. Sivir?
Yeah, Sivir is pretty okay.
Sivir, Lloyd plays quite a bit of Sivir. You go for the Sivir Rengar combo. Not a huge fan, especially in the current meta. Especially if 269 picks up Azir again.
Yep. Ooh.
Don't think we're gonna say definitely not Udyr today, I feel.
Yeah. I mean, we won't see it today because it's not out yet.
It's not out yet, but I don't think we are definitely not seeing Udyr today. How's that?
Okay.
Nunu will be interesting. Yeah, there we go. The Rengar here. I really, again, much prefer the Vi in this scenario, especially the Vi Lissandra combo outright.
Okay, so on a more serious note, with Bangkok Titans switching over to the Sivir this time around, it gives us an indication that they are going to try to play the pick composition. Because they have the Lissandra, Morgana, as well as Rengar. All these champions are pretty much big on creating picks.
Here's my guess. Bangkok Titans are going to lock in Orianna as their final play, and they will run a team fight composition.
Well, I mean, if they go for the Orianna, then they do have that team fighting element involved. But if you look at it on the general scheme of things, they do have a pretty strong pick composition that's laid up for them. Yeah, so we'll see what's going to be the case for this guy. So
yeah, and 269 here might go with the Azir Maokai on top of everything. Again, not entirely the best team composition that we have. Slightly different. I really much rather the Hecarim in that case, but Maokai does serve a very similar kind of role, just that he does not have that big Onslaught of Shadow ultimate that can really disrupt a team fight. He does have the Vengeful Maelstrom though, and can do a lot of disruption in the backlines, allowing both Celebrity and Beyond to output as much damage.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to disagree with you on that one. I prefer Maokai a little bit more because if you see what Zotac 269 was doing earlier in their team fights in game number 1, what they were trying to do was to create this zone to fight in and always picking up the fights against BKT in small tight corners, and that's worked out for them. And you know, having Maokai in the mix is just going to be even more effective because of that damage reduction from Vengeful Maelstrom, right? And
you're right.
The good thing about Hecarim in that particular mix is that you have a very effective way to get to the backlines, and that was with the Onslaught of Shadows, but they don't really need that because they already have Heaven in the mix who can just use the Elastic Slingshot, channel that, move towards the backline, use the Let's Bounce, and then just bounce someone back into your squad. So I think the Maokai is a better adaptation to Zotac 269, but we'll see if Hecarim is ultimately the better choice for them.
Yeah, we'll have to take a look at that one. So 269 here, as well as the Bangkok Titans, kind of sticking with almost the same team composition, but switching it up quite a bit now. Not going for the Orianna pick that I actually expected them to. I actually would prefer the Orianna pick, especially against this team called 269 here, in my own opinion, of course. But still, this pick comp, they're going all in on this. Bangkok Titans here want to get those early picks in the jungle. Once they hit level 6, they should start making the roam happen. G4 can roam, Warlock can roam, 777X here at level 6 can do a really good job of catching someone out.
Yeah.
And then Lloyd and Valen just really hard pushes the lane. Celebrity and Sir can kind of push back quite a bit once Graves gets a few levels. But overall, I think just really good stuff coming out from both teams. Very similar stuff happening all throughout. But we will have to see how they kind of adapt in game number 2, because the best teams, especially when they go up against comps that are very similar, they know what to do in the next game.
I do like the adaptation for BKT in this particular game, because if you look at their composition right now, it's pretty much full pick with Siva empowering them with On the Hunt as well. So
they've got good wave clear with Ari and Lissandra. They've got good decent amount of push, I mean, with Sivir on their team.
So I think what BKT is trying to do in this particular game is to punish out the mistakes that they have identified with Zotac 269, which is that in the mid-game stages of game number 1, what we saw was, we're talking about it as well, that Zotac 269 should have grouped up as 5, make use of their goal advantage, of their mid-game scaling advantage to force a fight down to BKT, which we saw them do, but at a much later stage, and there was a lot of map rotations that was kind of unnecessary from Zotac 269 that could have resulted in picks happening from BKT if they had the tools to do so. In game number 1, they didn't necessarily have that, but in this particular game, it's going to be wide open for this guy.
Actually, I wouldn't call it rotations that 269 made. I think it's more like charge forward that they did.
Well, I mean, you did see for some time that they have 4 members on one side of the map and 1 member on the other side. Not too sure what they
can't employ that strategy anymore, though. Maokai doesn't do all too well in terms of split pushing. I mean, they can, just not as effective, not as strong as they wanted to. No unnecessary invades coming out from both these teams either. BKT here, let's remind our viewers, if they lose this game, they will lose their first seed to Zotac 269.
Well, I'm not too sure about that. I believe if Zotac 269 wins this particular set, they will get 3 points, which ties them with BKT.
11. Oh yeah, right, absolutely right.
Yeah, because both teams will then have 11 points. So we might see a tiebreaker take
wonder
place.
how that works.
Yeah.
Head to head, it will be a draw. You're right.
Let's see what's going to be the
decision
from the officials
we'll
later
see.
on. Yeah, but I mean, we're just going to cast this one as it pans out, of course.
You're right. The Azir Ari matchup as well. Really interesting stuff, because Ari with that mobility will be able to kind of dodge in and out of the Sand Soldiers, but Azir can actually put out quite a bit of pushing potential in the early stages of the game.
Ooh, and we do see a lane swap taking place here with Lloyd as well as Valor moving up into the top lane. So no head-to-head clashes right here. We'll see the double jungle come into play as well. So with this one actually playing out in this particular fashion, I do feel like it is going to be Zotac 269 with that slight advantage, because we do know that Maokai can sort of jungle by himself as well. So that's going to play out in their favor. But we do see Double 7X as well as Warlock. They are rapidly approaching towards their own red buff as well, so matching up to that jungle speed that Zotac 269 has.
Yeah, you're right. So we will have to see what they can do here. The laning phase is going to be quite boring. The only one that we can really check out is the mid lane, at least for the moment. G4 taking quite a bit of poke damage as expected in the early stages of the game. Especially before level 6. There's nothing much that G4 can really do against the Azir. He's even taken cleanse, so even if he gets hit by a charm, nothing much is really going to happen as well.
Yeah, that's right. So very defensive summoner spell that you pointed out Beyond has picked up for himself.
I mean, it is a pick comp.
Yeah.
He's facing up against a pick comp. It's very natural for him to actually pick up that ability as well.
That's right. So I think Beyond, what he's just going to try to do here is to survive towards the late game stages where he's going to be the most effective. And I do like this decision from Zotac 269 to just go ahead, use the numbers advantage and take the dragon out for themselves. A very early one on top of that. So 3-minute mark for these guys. A very good advantage secured for themselves as well.
Yeah.
As well as Valen in this case, not quite able to push down the top lane turret as quickly as they would want.
Oh, G4 forced to flash out of that one. Really good stuff. Gets the charm onto Heaven as well. Double 7X as well as Lloyd actually jumping on and gets the first blood with the amount of damage that Rengar is able to do. He's going to go down as well. That buffs will be persistent, I believe. Oh, actually adds the kill, so...
Yeah, that's a kill. So it's not going to be persistent.
Yeah, it's not going to be transferred over, but still... That was just a little unfortunate there, but the amount of damage you saw from Rengar in the early levels with his double Q combination. You saw he got 3 stacks of ferocity instantly. Celebrity might be in a little bit, actually Warlock might be in a little bit of trouble here. Gets the play down on the wall on the exhaust as well. He has the flash, but he's actually holding onto it. He knows he's not going to survive that one. So 2 kills in favor of 269. Overall, just unfortunate in the top lane for 777X to go down and lose his double buffs.
Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, I do think that it was Zotac 269 that had the better hand in that one.
Oh, yeah.
Because number one, King J was in a 3v1 situation. He didn't burn his flash, number one, and he still got that kill off of 777X, which is going to cripple his jungle path. And then down the bottom lane, we did see both Celebrity as well as Cirque getting a very nice and easy kill with nothing much burn, with the exception of the exhaust.
Yeah, and not forgetting, Dragon was taken by 269.
Yeah, so in the grand scheme of things, Zotac 269 coming out ahead, even though the gold count is not in their favor or not visibly in their favor. They still got a couple of more things, you know, out of that one. Perhaps the experience or even just the summoner spell advantage.
Yeah, right. We'll see. I mean, mid lane still very much even. The moment G4 actually hits that level 6 mark, Beyond has to be quite careful here. She can even skirt around the Emperor's Divide if needed. And overall, right now, the lanes are kind of stabilizing with the top lanes just being in the top lane. You have Valen as well as Loy actually rotating to the bottom half of the area.
Yeah, gotta watch out.
Elastic Slingshot might get charged up as well. They're gonna fight this one. There we go, Elastic Slingshot being used, the flash being burned as well. Valen, you're going to go down.
So Celebrity gonna pick that kill up for himself as
really
well.
Good death sentence follow up from Sir right after the Elastic Slingshot.
That's right, and Heaven very much on point in this game, much more active as compared to 777X in that case, and just a clear illustration of what we're talking about. You know, 777X looking to be a bit more passive in the jungle after that kill up in the top lane, or rather that death up in the top lane, which just goes to show with Heaven, you know, with this Zac pick, he's just gonna go all in on that one. They might just dive this one.
Yeah, they might just. That was a great spell shoot, but the with the death sentence was fantastic there. 777X Sir might get killed out here. He had to flash away in time, and there we go. They trade 1 for 1. Actually, it's Lloyd that picks up the kill onto that one. Warlock takes quite a bit of damage. They're unable to take down the turret as well. G4 in a bunch of trouble here. He might be able to take out Beyond, but Celebrity with the flash and auto attack comes on in. 777X does not have the Thrill of the Hunt available. Beyond will not have enough mana to use the Conquering Sense as well. They're going to jump onto this one. The leap is not enough. One more attack. Oh my goodness, Beyond, you're just so low. You managed to survive that one with the flash as well. The Bowler Strike, not enough to do so. This turret is going to go down as well. I mean, lots of action happening across the map. Every single part of the map, everything happening.
Oh man, what a turn of events, and Celebrity very happy. I think if we can see the player cam right now, look at this expression, he's going to be smiling from cheek to cheek right here. 4-0-0 at the 7-minute mark. Gonna go back, pick up that very early brutalizer and signal a huge power spike in that, you know, very early stages of the game.
Wow, I mean, it's just one of those things that you have in the area where you get lucky at times. You get really, really lucky. And you talk about that, if you cast our mind back to that bot lane dive as well, I mean, that was just super aggressive. And talk about aggressive, Heaven has been on point this entire game. He might go down here though. He has no cell division available for himself as well. King J getting taken down really, really low. Warlock and the minions will be hunting down the giant Oak 3 here. And Heaven as well as King J unable to do anything in that moment. G4 making the roam down. Can be a very dangerous position for Heaven and King J to be in. Yeah. Warlock's going to recall as well, but a good push coming out from Beyond in the mid lane will allow them to kind of shove that lane in and force a pick coming on. Beyond is going to be in a lot of trouble. He doesn't even need to use the Emperor's Divide here. He's going to go down.
Pretty crucial play from BKT right there. Means that Beyond might not be able to join the team this time around, and on the back end as well.
Double teleport coming in.
Gonna try to go down to Cirque. Gonna get caught in by the Dark Binding as well. Is he gonna go down? In this case, King J trying to keep him alive with the
Celebrity coming in from behind though. He has that Really cool stuff with the collateral damage. Celebrity just outputting so much. G4 has no ultimate that's available. The knocker comes on in. G4 is gonna go down. Celebrity is gonna get hunted by Lloyd. He's gonna get a heal and a movement speed buff. The quick draw will be enough for him to get away from this one. Lloyd will get pincer on by both Heaven as well as King J. He's gonna try to chase on down onto Heaven this time. Can he get away from this one? One more attack is gonna be enough. Oh, he actually kind of cancels it. Takes down the ward actually. And Lloyd is just gonna walk away from this one. I mean, again, 269 getting extremely lucky on this one. Heaven nearly going down, Celebrity nearly going down, and just BKT unable to respond in time at all.
I believe at the end of that particular skirmish right there, it was a 4-for-2 exchange. No, 4-for-1 exchange.
G4 went down. 7X went down, I believe. Valen went down. Did Warlock got killed as well.
Yeah, 4-for-1 exchange in the favor of Zotac 269. So the moment they actually picked off, Beyond in the mid lane, they should have just backed off because they knew for a fact that Dragon's gonna come back alive.
It's just gonna be the Dragon control coming out from 269 right at this moment. They need to be very careful though. Ultimates are available for the side of BKT. Sir might get picked off instantly here. They're gonna all fight in the back lines here. The Vengeful Willstorm has been used. It's gonna be the steal unavailable right now. The first one to go down will be Lysandra as well as Sir there. They're gonna try to back up from this one. Celebrity from the back now tries to deal as much damage. He does get hit by the charm though. Lloyd chunking down. Really good stuff coming in. Lloyd does go down though. G4 has no mana at all. They're gonna continue chasing on in. Gonna get a knockup. Can Heaven take down G4? It is gonna be Heaven backing off from this one. They could have followed up. Celebrity could have continued diving. They should have communicated that G4 had absolutely no mana at all. But 269 gets off with the Dragon and gets a single kill in their name.
That's right, 2 dragons now for Zotac 269. Everything just slowly going into their favors right here. And once again, back to the point off of that last skirmish from BKT. They took down Beyond. They over-chased into the jungle. Zotac 269 was able to respond. They take a couple of members down. They all recall, regroup, and then get that vision down onto the Dragon area. Pick that one up for themselves. And once again, BKT, I felt like they should have just conceded that one over. Because if you look at the power spikes right now, Celebrity is just going to be a huge guy in the next 10 minutes or so. 7-0 and 4, picking up that very early BF sword as well as the pickaxe on top of that Brutalizer.
Yeah. The early game Brutalizer pickup, fantastic. Stretch through whatever negligible armor that BKT has. 269 on the other hand as well. Beyond did an exceptional job of holding the mid lane. That is very crucial, preventing G4 from roaming. Warlock was unable to roam as well, and the amount of pressure that they put down on the bot lane onto Lloyd and Valen was exceptional on the side of 269. Heaven was just on point every single time on his ganks, both in the top, the mid, as well as the bottom lane. Yeah,
so BKT in this particular set of matches have just definitely suffered in terms of the strategic planning and the strategic depth, to say the least, and really getting punished for that one. Zotac 269 just coming ahead in more ways than one. 2,000 goal lead now for this guys, and if you look across the board here, with the exception of what's going up in the top lane, King J sitting at a 20 CS deficit. Every single other member has just been winning out in their lanes.
Whoa, that was a great shifting stance coming out, and that's a fantastic Emperor's Divide. You saw what he did there. He actually used the shifting sands first before moving on with the conquering. Used the conquering sands first before using the shifting sands. Of course, moved his sand soldiers away from that one, came back in, and the moment that G4 actually dived on that one, used Emperor's Divide to separate both G4 and 7X.
Yeah, really good mechanics coming through from Beyond.
Very natural there actually. That's instant reactions. Ooh, Sir trying to pick up the blue buff, and Heaven jumping on in with the elastic slingshot as well. Gets hit by the charm in the face. He does have the Cinderhawk enchantment as well. He's gonna get a Let's Bounce. G4 has no ultimate available, and that's gonna be a kill going over to Beyond, and the blue buff getting taken by him as well.
Yeah, that's right. Slowly and steadily, BKT just bleeding out.
See, Heaven on point this entire game.
That's right, just making sure that he's spotted out in every part of the map, and I just want to point out that for himself as well, a lot of the junglers have opted to go for that the clear speed in the jungle, so going for the Ranger's Trailblazer. But for him, he knows for a fact that for Zach, he's going to be able to just clear the jungle camps very effectively. So he's just decided to go with that Stalker's Blade for the additional crowd control stacked on top of what he already has.
Yeah, I believe Zac did get a few numbers buffs on top of the cooldown on his Unstable Matter.
Yeah.
So his jungle clear, especially later on, is pretty good. His weakness is really very much his early game clear. And Zac is just such a tanky champion. Having the Cinderhawk enchantment, yes, you lose out on the amount of cooldown that you used to get from the Juggernaut, but the 2.5 additional bonus health on the maximum number of health, I believe that's one of the Cinderhawk's abilities. That the stats that he gives. Oh, actually, Beyond might get taken down here.
Getting cleansed though.
Whoa, he has the cleanse and the Empress Divine gets the counter kill right at the final moment. The shutdown does go to G4, but still. Wow, what a great duel in the mid lane that we saw there from both these players.
Yeah, I do
away the Ignite.
That's right. I do like the play right there. Didn't really instantaneously cleanse away the charm, but chose to do it after the Ignite was down to him, so negated a lot of that dot damage.
Yeah. But I have to say, Heaven really the star of this entire one. Look at this again. The slingshot is going to land onto Warlock. Doesn't actually do it because of that Frozen Tooth. Double 7X actually jumping in and Let's Bounce doing a very good job of disengaging. Does get rooted by the Soul Shackles, but still, Heaven is... he's everywhere.
The omnipotent Heaven.
Yeah.
living up to the name.
Omnipresent, I guess.
Okay, fair enough.
But, geez, I mean, he's everywhere. Like I said, the Cinderhawk enchantment is going to do exceptional on him, gaining the additional 2.5 bonus, additional health, additional bonus health.
Yeah. And I think Zotac 269 has heard our pleas from the previous game to, use their early to mid game advantage, stick together and make it count. And in fact, they're doing that right now with that 5,000 goal lead. Gonna group up into the top lane.
Yeah, Beyond has to join them though.
Yeah, that's right. And force push down onto the turret. Right now, they are gonna recall though, I believe, because Dragon's gonna come out in about 15 seconds or so. But
no,
they're gonna try to
get a pick
around. Yeah, gonna try to get a pick on the pick comp. So let's see how that one works out for these guys.
Oh wow.
Gonna try to take out the rip buff as well.
Okay, let's see if the team fight actually breaks out here, because it will. And there we go. That's a lot of damage coming out. There's going to be two members going down. Heaven throws his body right in the middle of everyone there. Beyond and Heaven still alive though. And look at the amount of damage that Beyond is able to do with the Stinger as well as the Morellonomicon. They did lose two members in that attempt. I think they should have backed off, as you said, Chris. And right now, with Dragon actually now alive, a lot of pressure being put down onto the mid lane. They can wait for the two members to come back alive though. However, I do expect BKT to contest for this Dragon if they have any inkling of it being done.
Well, looks like Zotac 269 is not too concerned at all that it's a 3v5 situation. Gonna go straight for that one.
Teleport is available for King J as well.
Yeah, looks like that's gonna be the case. A Dragon once again just taken away from Zotac 269.
3-0 in terms of Dragons, Chris.
That's right. That 5% movement speed gonna be also effective against this composition right now. As we're looking at double 7X and his item build, gonna go for that Tiamat. I believe should be working towards that Ravenous Hydra. So
wide damage. I mean, the amount of damage threats on BKT more than enough. Warlock could G4 as well as Lloyd. Oh, Celebrity actually going out to Lloyd now.
Oh, burst damage. Well, collateral damage not gonna be enough to kill off Lloyd. Lloyd gonna come in once again. Is he gonna get it out? Yes, he does. The quick draw gonna come back on the back end. Double 7X now. Looks like the damage build is really working out for him in that pick.
Sir here.
Yeah, so gonna try to join
G4
G4 play once again. King J is gonna come in from the back end. The Vengeful Maelstrom once again gonna keep in Valen as well as double 7X. Gonna try to escape for their lives.
They're gonna dive this one.
That's why gonna wait to pop that one in. A fantastic death sentence gonna keep Valen in. And that's gonna be the kill now for King J. Heaven on the back end here. Gonna try to run away from double 7X. He has been turned into those bloblets here.
Warlock coming in now right here. Gets the kill out to Heaven. King J is gonna get taken down as well by double 7X. And there we go. That's just 269 being way too greedy.
That's right. Beyond is in the mid lane though, dealing a lot of damage. All this free time that he has bought for himself is just gonna earn him one more turret in Zotac 269's
Warlock waiting
advantage.
to pick him off though. Can he do it?
He has now
gets the claw, jumps on in.
Shifting sense. That's right, gonna back away from that
Shifts away from that one.
No way he's gonna take the fight there.
He could actually. He has the ultimate.
Yeah, he
He
does
knows
have the
that
ultimate.
Warlock doesn't have his.
But I don't know, still would be a pretty dangerous situation to file, I feel. Because you don't really know where the rest of BKT is.
That's true.
So opting to go for the safer route, and he does have the blue buff as well. No need to risk that one.
Yeah, he's gonna pick out his National Stoof right now as well.
So with the game progressing on to almost the 20-minute mark, Zotac 269.
Game a little bit as well.
I don't know, you know, they're still hanging on to a 3,000 goal lead. The only member that I can foresee, you know, lifting BKT up onto his shoulders is going to be W7X. Like you called out, you know, very wild build to decide to go for damage. But, you know, he's picking up the kills.
Yeah, he has the goal. That's the thing.
Yeah, 6-2 and 3. I don't think it's too bad of a decision. So trying to increase that pick threat right here. Problem is that they do have to have the picks, but Zotac 269 is just smothering them, keeping them at base here.
Yeah, a Charm or Deception combination from G4 did almost nothing to Sir. And that's a AP carry going up against your support. That's just not a good sign at all.
That's right, so we'll see if BKT eventually goes for what they have here.
Gets the
A
depth
siege
sensing.
attempt, yep, that's right, a siege attempt coming through now from Zotac 269. It's gonna take a while, but the minute waves are pretty neutral right now, so no hurry for them. They can just take the time to try to siege up. They have the levels advantage, the goal advantage as well.
Yeah, the longer they wait though, BKT will have both the top and mid lane pushing in their favor as well. Like I said, wave tech coming from BKT extremely strong, has Severe and the Ahri and the Lissandra.
I believe they are just waiting for Cirque to land the death sentence on a vital member of Bangkok Titans before committing to the call. We do see W7X kind of splitting away from the rest of the team. We'll see where he eventually leads to.
They've got vision of that blue side jungle as well, so really good stuff coming out from 269. They don't want to get picked off by BKT in the opposing jungle.
Looks like Zotac 269 will back off for now and gonna try to re-establish vision again. I feel it's gonna be the important point for these guys. Top lane, like you mentioned, is gonna be pushing in BKT's favor right now, and they're gonna send King J to clear that one out, pick up that additional goal in the process.
Charm will not land onto G4. King J, like you said, clearing out the top lane.
That's right. We'll see if BKT manages to re-establish vision once again. We do see Heaven charging out the elastic slingshot. Gonna look to pounce towards Lloyd, but
yeah, Death Sentence nearly landing onto G4 as well.
Yeah, that's right. He does have the spell shield up as well, so don't think that crowd control is gonna land by a long shot. As I think 269 now is just gonna try to clear vision around the Dragon Pit. That one's gonna come back up in the next minute or so. And this particular dragon is going to be so valuable for Zotac 269 if they get that one, because not only does it add up to the wave clear that they already have, but also the fact that it just creates this huge threat for BKT to challenge for the next one. You know, we all know that Dragon Stack number 5 is a very dangerous path to deal against.
Dragon's dominance as well will increase their clear time in the lane at the same time. This will allow King J to actually output quite a bit of damage onto those minions. He has the Rod of Ages fully stacked already, and the Spirit Visage as well. He's extremely tanky right at this moment. Has almost 3000 HP as well.
Now we do see Zotac 269 and their very early Dragon attempt at the 3-minute mark paying off so much dividends for these guys, because right now, not only are they ahead of experience, they're ahead in the Dragon counters as well, so all they need to do is to establish vision around this area. And look at what BKT is doing. They can't even respond to this one.
This Dragon's gonna go down first. BKT not even responding to this one at all. Oh my, I thought that was an attempt at an initiation coming up from 269, but there you go, 4th Dragon already taken, and in about 6 minutes, almost at the 30-minute mark, this is going to be the Super Saiyan mode that's going to be activated for Zotac 269.
Yeah, that's right. And I feel like if BKT want to hang on to their first seeding right here, they need to do something desperate and something fast, because Zotac 269 is just slowly and steadily doing, you know, just taking the game away, you know, choking the life out of BKT.
I certainly hope that something desperate and something fast was not a DDoS attempt, Chris.
No, man.
No, I don't think so. I think it's just some technical difficulties that we have
That plot, though.
Yeah. What a great timing for you. Something desperate, something fast.
Bam!
Pause comes in.
Oh my.
Really cool stuff. But anyway, like I said, 269 here has an exceptional team comp. They play very, very well. They have Heaven off on one side, making those attempts, and yeah, you're still that top hat guy, Chris.
I know, I'm just checking the
like,
the overlay as it comes along. I'm
glances left.
That top hat guy.
That top hat guy gives face. Okay, we're back in the game. That was entertaining enough for you guys through the pause.
Alright, almost a 4,000 goal lead for Zotac 269 now. Gonna look to extend that some more as King J gonna slowly and steadily pound on.
You're gonna play Hello Baron.
Right, King J is gonna go down towards Lloyd here. Does do quite a significant amount of damage. And they're gonna play distraction duties as on the back end, Zotac 269 more concerned towards taking out the Baron. And who's gonna get it? No, not gonna be double 7x. Looking to go for the steal. Close enough, but still a lot of burst damage from Celebrity.
His smite is on cooldown. Heaven didn't get a smite off. It was Celebrity that got a last hit onto that Baron. So very lucky on the side of 269 for them to get a Baron buff as well. And actually having 4 members alive this time instead of 1.
Yeah. Might have been all planned. Could you imagine if in that scenario, Heaven actually pressed smite and he mistimed that out of panic and double 7x got that one for free?
That's true.
Yeah. So a lot of faith from Celebrity, and I don't know.
To be honest, I thought they just wanted to kill double 7x first. I think.
Well, in such intensity or in such a high pressure situation, I've been told that it's a 50-50 for that smite attempt. So that 50-50 went over to Zotac 269.
Another thing, double 7x hasn't really been the man we call for pinpoint smite steals as well, so
yeah, true.
There's that as well.
We haven't really crowned a new
no, we have not. I mean, after wins, I mean,
we haven't really crowned the new thief of the Garena Premier League since the departure of the Taiwanese region. Yeah. Oh, the only time I saw an effective Baron steal was from Violet, but he wasn't a jungler. He was just, he breezed past using Lissandra, and then he just, I think, threw a shot down and got the Baron.
My favorite steal of all time is still Equivocal's Janna steal with the Tornado. Man, a support Janna stealing Dragon, that's epic. And that was what, season 3?
That was like, how many Teemos ago was that?
I don't think Teemo is a distance, a measurement of time, Chris. Get your
we can make it. We can make it a measurement of time.
Get your Teemos right. Yeah. Teemo years.
Teemo years.
Heaven, if you're gonna jump in, I'll be Heaven.
Oh man.
We got Baron buff minions pushing it onto the first turret that we have there. Oh, you're almost being popped by Lloyd as well.
That's right. I think he just wants to wave clear out as quickly as possible. King J on the back end. Look at that double warding from BKT to really desperate to secure some vision around that area. Does not want to get jumped on by Heaven in that case.
King J hammering down onto the thing. I think it's... Oh my goodness, we have an initiation off right off the bat here. Sir might be the first one to go down. Beyond just gets taken out instantly, and double 7x doing a fantastic job of zoning everyone. Oh my goodness, the kite game coming out from Celebrity, able to survive everything right there, and King J is still pretty much alive in this one. They will not focus onto the cell division on the side of Heaven. Heaven might be going down. Heaven actually coming back up already. He's going to get away from this one, but a successful defense coming from BKT. We just saw that Beyond getting exploded in that one fight, and Celebrity with the amazing kite game onto double 7x, managing to take him down before finally going down himself.
Oh my god. And okay, so just a quick flag of some of the cooldown timers over here. What happened was that Beyond did not pop the Emperor's Divide, and I think that actually make a huge load of difference.
He died instantly.
Yeah, so the problem with that was that without that huge source of damage and without that zoning potential from Zotac 269, BKT was just able to lock them down using whatever limited CC that they had. Of course, from Warlock and from G4 as well.
It's funny to call a pick comp that has limited CC.
Yeah.
Compared to 269.
Yeah, because the problem with that is that they weren't able to really lock them down in the position that they want to, but it was Zotac 269 that picked the fight at a very, very bad position that cost them, that particular siege attempt right there. And with Baron attempts, or rather the Baron buff all eliminated on the side of Zotac.
Heaven goes in, it gets the knockout onto both players here. He's gonna go down, has no cell division anymore. The Locket will allow him to survive that one. We see the Thrill of the Hunt being popped as well, but Heaven is so low at this moment. They might need to give up this Dragon here to Bangkok Titans, but the Bangkok Titans are backing off in their own right as well.
Yeah, of course, that's given the fact that Heaven did run a huge disruption duty. So even though he did go down quite low, but he's just going to be able to force the rest of BKT away. And that means, ladies and gentlemen, we have the burn and double for Zotac 269 right now. As if they didn't need more buffs.
Yeah, I mean, Aspect of the Dragon being picked up. You see the new Spectator mode also showing that they have the 5th buff glowing there.
Oh man, that's pretty
on
cool.
The scoreboard as well. So really fun stuff on top of the super visual effects coming out from the side of 269 as well.
Yeah, that's right. So, okay, so first off, Baron buff wasn't enough. We'll see if the 5th Dragon buff is going to be enough for these guys to try to close out the game. Because, first off, they gave away a bunch of kills at the inhibitor turret of BKT. And they gave away the Baron buff. Now they've closed their goal lead down to only about 6,000 from what we saw previously. So now with the 5th Dragon buff, let's see how much they can accomplish. Yeah,
let's see. I mean, if we take a look at the items as well, they are clearly at least one core item ahead of their counterparts. And Heaven here will start getting tankier. It's interesting that he actually doesn't decide to stack the health in terms of those items. But with the Locket of the Island Solari, that you saw allowed them to mitigate a lot of the burst potential coming from both G4 and Warlock. So I say that's a good item pickup right there.
Alright then, let's see what Zotac 269 is going to do. They will pick up this inhibitor for free, as BKT could only stand by the back and watch as it fell. And let's see what's going to be the next area of focus for Zotac 269. Baron is going to come back in about 15 seconds or so. The Sun Disc is going to buy a few effective seconds for Zotac 269 to work around with. And looks like they're not too concerned about Baron at this point of time. Gonna maximize the time that they have with the Dragon's Ascent. Aspect of this Dragon.
Gives the buff to Dragon's Might, Dragon's Wrath, Dragon's Flight, and Dragon's Dominance.
I just call it the burn and double.
Yeah, I know.
It makes more sense, I get the burn and I double whatever stats I had previously.
Really cool effect. Whoa!
Yeah, that's right. King J is gonna try to face off against 7X.
Ultimate being popped there by 7X as well. Oh, okay. Yes, ultimate. Yes, there we go. And the flash.
I think King J has the Oracle's lens though, so we'll be able to spot him out.
The Aspect of the Dragon as well, so that true damage coming in has the teleport as well, so it's gonna be big. Heaven zoning out as many members as possible, pops the Locket of Island Solari. You've got the next inhibitor turret being taken down, the second inhibitor going down as well, and this is gonna be a very big push coming out from 269. All 5 members of BKT are still alive right now.
End the game. The question right here.
Oh my goodness, the first one's gonna be yeah, and you got a first champion going down as well. Warlock nearly getting taken down. The Empress Divide there separating it. Shutdown goes to Graves there. G4's gonna get taken down as well. This is going to be game here for the side of 269. Heaven's gonna get taken down. Lloyd in the backlines. Actually, Heaven is still alive with the cell division here on the passive. Still alive, gonna come back with a tiny Zac there. It's gonna be the Nexus turret, it's gonna be the ace, it's gonna be 269 tying it up 11 points to 11. 269 defeat BKT 2-0.
That's right, and I think that's also gonna be both teams face on 2-2, or rather
head to head their matchup, 1-1 in the series, 1 win, 1 loss apiece.
We'll wait for what's going to be the official announcement
Yeah,
on
we'll wait
how
for
the
that.
seeding's going to go.
We've
and all
got
that.
more stuff to show you, but let's talk about the game really quickly.
Yeah, that's right. I think this particular game was slightly more decisive than the very first one. In the very first game, it was more chaotic. We did see both teams just go at it in the early stages, and Zotac 269 towards the end was able to tie things through. And I just feel like in this particular matchup, BKT really lacked that strategic depth that we saw in some of the other matches, and that's the main reason why they just suffered in the long run.
In addition to that, I mean, 269 here showed really comfortable champions. Heaven did an exceptional job on Zac. Gonna expect some target bans to come out from BKT when they face 269 again in the best of 3 tiebreaker that will be coming out. So it's been confirmed 269 as well as BKT will be facing off for the first seed position to determine who gets the first seed in the GPL group stage number 2, Group A, I believe. Yeah, they're Group A, so they will be playing a best of 3 tiebreaker. Details to come soon. Check out gpl.garena.com for more information. But for now, that'll be it from us here. We'll have another game that will be coming out. That will be the series between, of course, Hanoi Full Lewis going up against Yes, Unfun Ultimate between both these teams. We will have some details of the match coming up later, but don't go away. We will be